Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're taking a look at another beer from Coronado Brewing Company, CBC, out here in San Diego on the island of Coronado. This is part of their Crown series, and it's Frog's Breath India Pale Ale. This is a unfiltered IPA, and they added spices, kaffir lime leaf, orange peel, lemon zest, and I saw the hops were Centennial Columbus, Wakatao, Sriracha Ace, and then the malts were American Two-Row, a little bit of Crystal 15, and Carahel, which is, I think, another type of amber malt. Anyway, it pours out a very hazy orange color, bright white head on there. Let's get the aroma. Oh yeah, this just got released, so you can tell it's a very fresh beer. Pungent with citrus. Absolutely, and it's all there. I mean, they're kind of using the spices to reinforce some of the hop character, because you definitely get a nice bright orange, a nice ruby red grapefruit, definitely some lemon lime in there. It's just a citrus bomb. Yeah, that's all I'm really picking up, just heavy on all the different types of citrus. So let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, a lot of citrus up front. Touch of caramel and breadiness coming through in the back end. I forgot to give you the other specs. It's 6.5%, and they said it was only around 50 IBUs. So it's on the lower end of an IPA for sure. I'm guessing at 50 IBUs they're trying to keep the hop bitterness down, maybe assuming that we'll get some bitterness from the citrus and the kaffir lime. And I think that is the case. But it does have a sweeter finish than some of the other San Diego style IPAs out there. You definitely get a honey-like, slightly caramel finish to it, and then some nice sweet breadiness to balance out that initial hop bitterness, which isn't tremendous, but it's certainly there. And the middle tends to, that initial bitterness from the hops and the extra ingredients gives way to like a sweeter citrus like hop characteristic, and maybe some of that sweeter citrus component as well coming through. So if you read on the back, Frog's Breath is a tribute to Coronado being home to the Navy SEALs, and a big military population in Coronado and San Diego. So I guess it was originally a homebrewer recipe from a couple Navy SEALs that came out with this one, so very cool. They kept it local and are brewing this one up, and I'm sure it's getting distribution wherever they are, and they're growing the new production facility that I need to go check out. But I hear it's got a cool tasting room, and big congrats to Sean and the entire brew team for winning the Mid-Size Brewery and Brewer of the Year award at the World Beer Cup. They had two of their beers medaled. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was Old Scallywag, their barley wine, and I can't remember the other beer off the top of my head, unfortunately. And hopefully I'll remember to post that down on the bottom. But yeah, just congrats to them. They must be utterly thrilled to have won that. It's a big award. But back to Frog's Breath. It's just a really citrus forward beer. You do get some citrus, the blend of different types. Definitely lime, definitely lemon, definitely orange coming through, some grapefruit. So you kind of get a melange of citrus. And then the malt character. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot going on with it. It's pretty, it's kind of clean complexity. It's not overly complex. So you get like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. I mean, nothing's really standing out in terms of one citrus character dominating the other. For me, I'd like it if it were a little drier on the finish. I mean, you do get a good dryness, and it's partly coming, I think, from like maybe that lime leaf, and some of the tannins, the fact that it's an unfiltered beer. You get some tannin character in the finish that does help dry out the beer, but it's got a lot more sweetness than I typically like in my IPAs. And I think if they just, mash lower or cut back on maybe some of the Cara malts and just simplify that and just kind of let the citrus pop a bit more, maybe add a little touch more bitterness to it, I think I'd like it a little bit more. So I'm gonna go B- with Coronado's Frog's Breath. Check it out. It's kind of cool to see an unfiltered IPA. I don't see a lot of those, so it definitely helps in the mouthfeel of the beer. It's got really nice mouthfeel and a softer carbonation level, certainly compared to a lot of the other really filtered, more highly carbonated beers than this. So it's gonna wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.